Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian, your host and commentator, and welcome back to Halo. Just a few quick things I want to announce for this episode. Here I'm showing off that I have the Grunt birthday skull on, and then I'm also playing on Legendary. That's right. So anyway, while we destroy these I don't know, shield or whatever they are, generators. I can't remember what they're for. As we destroy these generators, I'm going to go ahead and explain what kind of happened with this episode and why it's going to be kind of an interesting and weird one. I don't know. So anyway, I finished the recording. So last episode is actually a different recording than this one. So I'd finished last episode, as well as I guess this episode, or what originally was this episode. Ooh, that was close. And I uploaded part 14 last episode, and then I went to upload part 15, and my video was claimed like a motherfucker. Just all the little end music and stuff, everything just claimed it. So I went in there and I tried to get rid of the sound bites or whatever using YouTube. It didn't work. Sometimes it gets rid of the claimed, I don't know, voice or whatever, the audio, the claimed audio. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know how it works exactly. But it wouldn't let me get rid of it. So I had to go back and re-edit the video. And I ended up doing that too. I got all the way done with editing it. And I don't know if I ran short on time or what, but I didn't render it and I didn't process it. Or no, yeah, I didn't render it. So it wasn't an actual video. And then I went in and accidentally deleted the video file that I needed, which was in the recording, because I was like, oh, I don't need this anymore. I have a whole other video, blah, blah. So I don't know, I'm an idiot, and I missed that rocket. So that's another reason I'm an idiot. But I'm an idiot because I went and deleted the video file that I needed. So I had to go ahead and re-record the final level. And since I went and thought about it a little bit, and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it on Legendary. Let's get that bonus ending, you know? So the entire series leading up to this video is played on heroic difficulty, while this last video is played on Legendary, just so I can show that off. This video has been a pain in the ass too. Even uploading this video, I still got a lot of claims. I think I had 3 claims, and I couldn't remove any of them, which is unfortunate. So I had to go through and do a little bit of muting, because it was claimed by the music, the songs that were playing by these fucking guys, whoever composed the music. Just had to claim their shit. It's not like they watch my videos for their music, especially because it's only, you know, in this series alone, for the most part, at least right now, so far. But, I don't know, this whole YouTube claiming thing is just complete, I don't know, it's complete bullshit if you ask me. Just like Nintendo's huge thing. That's why I don't do a lot of Nintendo games, or at least games that are currently under Nintendo's. Ooh, that grenade was really close. I remember that grenade. Under I don't know, they're intellectual properties of Nintendo, or Nintendo can claim them. So I would love to do more Nintendo videos. I would love to. You have no idea. I would love to. However, I have to kind of keep it to the older ones, and the ones that people just don't really seem to, or Nintendo doesn't really seem to care about. So anyway, that kind of explains what's going on, and there I die. I died right there. I die a couple times in the video. I don't show all my deaths. I died a lot more, especially in the last, I don't know, half at the end, when you have to make the big warthog escape, which if you don't know what that is, you'll see very soon. But I died a lot. It took me, I think I recorded the whole video in 45 minutes, and it took me, in the video, obviously I did a lot of editing, considering the video is only 20 minutes long, but it took me like 30 minutes just to get past that final part. It was horrible. But yeah, that's where the skull is located. We'll be getting that soon. Also, the skull, or the achievements for obtaining the skulls and completing the game and all that are not going to appear, because I got those on the other video that I recorded, unfortunately. And achievements don't re-pop up. I do get one achievement though, and you'll see that one when the time comes. Maybe I don't know. I'll explain that one a little bit. It's funny that I got it, but I guess it makes sense after you think about it. So I do end up getting that achievement. I might get one more. I think that's the only one though. I get one right at the end of the game. Those sentinels will light you up on legendary mode. You gotta take cover, because those guys will tear you up. It's insane. You'll witness the death of me getting destroyed by those guys later on near the end of the video. But what's this? Generator 3, I think. So generator 3, and I die. So that was all pointless. I think that was the last death that I show in this part. Maybe I show one more. I don't know. I needed some length to the video. I didn't want to make it just like 15 minutes, because then at that point, it's like, well, shit, dude, you could have just combined the 2 episodes into one, you know? You could have made just 1 episode. But I had a bunch of issues, and I don't know. Now that I've explained that, I guess it's a little more understandable. But this dog needs to quit barking. Yeah, I'm recording in the garage right now. I'm having a good time, just hanging out here, chilling out, maxing, relaxing. It's a beautiful, rainy. Well, it was raining. It was actually like misting earlier, but it's a cool, like, gloomy day, and that's my sort of thing, you know. You know, I like my horror games and my horror themed shit and gloominess. And October's my favorite month. Halloween. It's my birth month. It's great, you know. My birthday's coming up soon. It's gonna be a good time. I still haven't decided what I want to do for it, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one of these. I don't know. One of these future episodes, I'll explain it. Right now, I'm actually uploading Banjo-Tooie while I was working on this final video. I was like, I can't just sit here and wait for this to be finished, because it's been, you know, roughly a week plus since the last Halo video, so I was like, I gotta upload something. So I've been recording Banjo-Tooie. I hope everyone's enjoying that. I know I have some Banjo-Tooie fans in my subscriber count. I love Banjo-Tooie, and it's a really good time. I'm really enjoying the playthrough of it, except we just did Grunty Industries, I just recorded Grunty Industries, and it was absolutely horrible. I hate that level. Fuck that level. But I'm done recording it now, so the rest of the game's going to be really fun, and it's going to be a good time. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get this last generator here. Kaboom! Make sure you jump down here without killing yourself. Take a little fall damage, but not too much. But yeah, so I don't know, that kind of catches you up on things. I'm still trying to figure out what to do for other series after Banjo-Tooie. I've thought about it a bit, but I haven't not come to a decision at all. I'm having a really hard time coming to like a decision on what to do. It'll probably be whatever game is readily available at the time that I really like to do out of my list of, you know, 15, 20 games that I have that I want to do. Oh my god, shut up. I'm recording. Alright. She was like, okay. Nah, she's probably going to bark some more. But yeah, don't go in there. That was a dead end. That was my mistake. I was an idiot. I thought I had to go that way for some reason. But you actually have to go towards the marker. I wish they would show you the marker sooner, but Cortana has to talk and stuff. I'm probably going to talk over a good amount of the dialogue in this episode just because I have it muted. So I can't hear what's going on. I'm watching the video right now as I record this, but I cannot hear what's going on. And, okay. Yeah, that was a really unfortunate death. But then I just, you know, I cut ahead. I'm back at that position. I was like, screw this. I think these guys keep coming until you basically get through that doorway, and then their spawn kind of stops. But I end up taking a shortcut because there's another hallway where you have to fight even more flood and a lot of explosions going on. And I was like, screw that. I'm going to use the crouch jump to hop up here and just head through this door. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good time. Been a good time. Excuse me. Yeah, I can't believe I survived this part. Look at that. Oh man, this cough. Drink some water. But yeah, can't believe I survived that fight. That was very fortunate. We're now approaching the Warhog scene. I think they're talking, so I'll be quiet for a minute.
The pillar of Autumn's engines are going critical, Bowhammer. Request immediate extraction. Approach the crash site and be ready to pick us up at external access junction 4C as soon as you get my signal. Affirmative. Echo 419 going on station.
So yeah, we're heading up to the Warhog Bay. This part was very troublesome for me. And I did start to find out a few things that really worked for me. I will show you this is my first attempt. It doesn't go too well. I do get kind of far, but it doesn't go super well, so. This is the first attempt. I only showed this attempt and 2 other attempts, so you'll see two deaths total during this part. I died probably like 15, 20 times, but you'll only see about 2 deaths in this part. This first run is going to be through classic, or in classic view. I found that I personally managed the Warthog and drove around a lot better in classic view. So I end up switching over to that. It just looks a lot more open, and for some reason the Warthog just doesn't seem as, I don't know, just as fidgety and crazy, because that thing has just no friction whatsoever. Like the slightest turn can just whoosh. You hit the slightest bump and you just flip like 10 times and spin in 360-degree turns. It's crazy. But yeah, this first run, I don't know, goes alright. I think I get like halfway, almost halfway, something like that. I actually think I flipped the Warthog and that's kind of my death. Like, look at that right there. What the fuck, man? Like, you just cannot, you have to manage that speed too. I found holding back a lot really helped too, because the Warthog has, you know, its tendency to tilt forward and to kind of flip. So if you hold back, you won't fall as much. I think this is where I die. Yeah, because I flipped the Warthog. Yep. Woo! And I get in the wrong seat. Might have gotten out of there if I didn't get the wrong seat, but yeah, so like I said, those guys will light you up with that laser.
Negative. We have a wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion.
Here's attempt number 2.
The engines must have sustained more damage.
You'll see it's in classic mode.
Analyzing. We have 5 minutes before the fusion drive.
So this attempt, I end up getting the skull in, and once you collect the skull, it disappears during that run of the level. So otherwise, I just would have waited for the perfect run where I got the skull, but it disappeared when I came back. So anyway, that kind of explains that. What do we have? We have about 8 minutes left. All right, not bad at all. Really excited for Halo 5 coming out at the end of this month. Can't wait. Of course, I'm gonna hop all up on that. Big Halo fan. Yeah, that explosion was not me running into it. I think that's just an explosion, but it was conveniently located. So I think even at that point, I was like, whoa. But yeah, you know, I don't know. Xbox has some good games, a good string of games coming out. Or at least ones that are getting my attention. I mean, it has Halo 5. Battlefront's coming out. That's multi-platform, but you know, I'm going to get it on the Xbox One whenever that comes out. So that'll be really cool. What else was coming out that oh yeah, well, Fallout 4 is coming out, and of course it gets the exclusivity of being able to transfer mods between the Xbox One and the PC, so I'll definitely, if you had both systems, I don't see why you wouldn't get it for the Xbox One unless you're trying to up your trophy game, or you basically use the Xbox One or the Xbox consoles as your source for exclusives, which is pretty much what I do with the PlayStation consoles. I don't buy shit for PlayStation consoles unless it's an exclusive. Right now, the only 3 games I own are The Last of Us Remastered, Bloodborne, and The Order, which I actually did a walkthrough of. So yeah, watch that. It wasn't one of my best, but that's a hard game to do a walkthrough for, considering it's like 90% cinematics. Looks good though. Best game I've seen on a console so far, I'd say. A big game that I'm waiting for to come out, and I can finally kickstart this series, is Resident Evil 0. They've announced an HD remake for Resident Evil 0, and I was originally going to do Resident Evil 1 because they did the remake. I was like, fuck yeah, I can start this series finally, you know? I was going to do it on GameCube with the GameCube version, but I had given my cousins the GameCube version, so I no longer possessed it, and I don't see them super often. So I don't know, borrowing was kind of out of the question, but now they're doing the remake for 0, so I'm gonna start off the Resident Evil series playing the Resident Evil 0. We'll kickstart it, and then the first game in the series is actually going to be the second game, because I want to do them in chronological order. There's 6 main games. I'm definitely probably going to do Operation Raccoon City, even though a lot of people didn't like that one. I really enjoyed it. It is very basic and bland, but it was enough for me to enjoy it, I guess. Kind of like Two Worlds, where it's actually like a really shitty game, but I still put in like 80 hours worth of Two Worlds, so I don't know what to say. It had the things that I liked, I guess. I understand why it's shitty, though, and I will not argue with anyone that it is not a shitty game, because it is. Even though they put a lot of work into that game, I guarantee they... I don't know how long they put into it, but I'm sure it was a lot. Hold on, I'm recording. I'm recording. So, I don't know. Yeah, sorry about that. It happens, though. You guys are used to it. Every 40 or 50 episodes.
She's gone.
some sort of interruption. But yeah, so that was the Pelican flying away. It's getting bombed. Banshees are shooting us. We grab the skull and we're getting out of here. Sounds like a plan. So this is the second half of it. Second half of the, I don't know, the drive. Just kind of take your time. The game's pretty generous with how much time it gives you to complete it. I usually get to the end with like a minute left or so, and once you get to that last little stretch, it's literally like all you need is like 15 seconds and you're good. You can just make it. It's just a straight shot. And I actually show you a better way of doing it than I did. I did it very terribly. I had a very, very bad approach the first time, but I didn't really think about it. I went with what was most obvious or what they wanted, you know. But yeah, so blowing up. We got a few minutes left. I may actually replace some audio footage. So hopefully I don't have to mute or leave those other things muted. Because I would like to replace them with audio footage that is not going to be claimed, at least so it has some sort of noise. We're going to miss some talking between Master Chief and Cortana, but I'll explain that. I'll just explain what goes on there. Not a whole lot. But yeah, so we're getting this last stretch. Explosions are rampant. I switched to remastered mode just for the visual aspects, I guess. Looks a lot better. But here you go. You just make this drop. And get out. And don't run across the middle like I do here. This is not going to go well. I stuck that guy, though. I stuck that shit out of that guy. But yeah, I got raped as soon as I went up the middle there. So in the second attempt, which I cut forward to, it goes much better. I pretty much almost aced this jump. See, that's where I was holding back, because I was like, oh god, it's going to tip. But yeah, so pretty much aced that jump, and what I do actually is get out of the Warthog and cut to the side and go around the walls, because you can go around those walls and just avoid all those guys. I did this my second attempt getting here. That was only my first attempt. I died like 20 times, but I only made it to the end here twice. Whoops, I just bumped the mic. But yeah, I only made it here twice. But yeah, I just get out and I go around. It saves you a lot of trouble. So I don't know. With that being said, that's it, guys. That's Halo Combat Evolved. It's a very good game, very polished first-person shooter. You know, no wonder this game is so popular. It's amazing. The whole series is amazing.
Cutting it close.
Yeah, there's the achievement, by the way, for not getting forcibly knocked out of the Warthog, which I guess on that run I didn't, because it resets the count when you die. Resets your, I don't know, your chance to get it. And I guess I didn't get knocked out forcibly on that run, that final one, so it's kind of fitting. But here we go. Here's the bonus ending. Sergeant Johnson and an elite fighting over a gun. They see everything exploding and they hug it out. And then yeah, the rest of it I had to mute. So I don't know. I wonder if I could just get them talking without the background music. Because if I can, I'm gonna look that up. But if I can get that, I'm definitely gonna play it during this part. And then just, I don't know, I'll get some generic. Maybe some generic Halo background music. It's good stuff, though. It's a good game. And there's the ring. But yeah, basically they just talk about their accomplishments, and they kind of wonder, you know, they understand that they did what they had to do, even though it was very costly and not how they wanted it to happen. They look for life forms or life signs. No life signs are left. It's just the two of them. Kind of a downer for an ending. I don't know. And then wait, here's the big moment. Oh, Master Chief's gonna take off his helmet? We get to see his face? Nope. Yeah, I heard that that's because they wanted you to be Master Chief. They didn't want to give him a face because you wanted to feel the sense of you as Master Chief. Even though later on they do give him an identity as John for his name and stuff. But I don't know. That's why Halo's such a good game, though. It's more than. That's why I love the series so much, because it's more than just a first-person shooter. It's a sci-fi adventure. You know, there's a lot to it, a lot of depth. And it's all really good. So, with that being said, I'm going to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Brian, and I'll see you in Banjo-Tooie.